Hi everyone, and welcome back to Stealth Beauty Gifting. If you are new to my channel, my name is Pauline and I am a reseller. I love to go out and find beautiful and amazing treasures to sell at a profit. This video is a little late getting out because I wanted to present something really special for you. We of course go out to estate and garage sales and find beautiful and amazing treasures. And then I also wanted to present to you a special section about the Fire and Light Originals Glassware company. This is a glassware that has become highly collectible and the prices are going through the roof. And I thought it might be really interesting for you to learn about the company and also to see how much this glassware is selling for, because it's definitely available. I have found it more than once at estate and garage sales for really inexpensive prices and selling it for a lot of money. Of course, I haven't forgotten about our giveaway of the 1921 silver dollar, so let's go ahead and do that draw right now. All right, so it's time for us to do our drawing for the 1921 silver dollar. Anyone who subscribed and left a comment in my last video was entered to win this 1921 silver dollar. It comes in a vintage case in a vintage box. All right, so let's do the drawing. Ready? It is at Laura Ray Yeg 4107. So Laura, you have won the silver dollar. Okay, Laura, so I need to get your mailing address. There's two ways for you to contact me. You can either contact me on Instagram or you can contact me in this special email address set up just for the gifts. So I'll look forward to hearing from you, Laura, with a mailing address so I can send that out to you. Now, one thing I want to point out is that we used a special bowl for this drawing, and yes, it's one of the Fire and Light art glass pasta bowls. I'm keeping this bowl for you because this is going to be one of the gifts I'm giving away to my subscribers in the next coming months. Here's our first estate sale. This was a privately held estate sale by two sisters at their mom's house. And I did want to point out those golf clubs there against the garage door, which I completely passed by. Darn it. Hi. Good morning.
Thank you so much.
Is it okay to go in the house?
Yes, please.
All right, we're entering the house, starting to look at the closets to see what type of things are in the house and the bedrooms. Really looking to see what might be available for resale. Of course, opening up the cabinets. Always opening up cabinets if possible. Looking now at the kitchen and what's available. Again, opening cabinets. I did notice over here was this McKee Sunkissed Milk Glass Juice Squeezer. And I did also notice there was a lot for sale online. And there weren't very many that had sold, so I passed it up. All right, now we're making our way into the living room. There were some nice things in the living room, but some of the prices were a bit high. In the corner there is that orange carnival glass pitcher, but they wanted a fair amount for it. Passed it up, and then making my way over to the Christmas corner, and I did spot this vintage Union Candy crystal party tree. And I love these. They sell for good money, like $65, probably more around Christmas time. Yeah, I've had one of these recently too. I don't know, I wonder if all the pieces are here. Now, I'm not sure why, but for some reason I left these behind. I'm sure they were very inexpensive. I'm thinking it's because it was so early in the morning. I was dazzled by the baubles.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, she crossed the yellow line.
Is that okay?
I know, that's what it say, caution.
It just said caution. It didn't say no enter. It just said caution.
Just teasing.
I did hesitate. I think underneath all these knives, I spotted a Cutco knife. The reason I'm excited about this is because Cutco knife sets go for a lot of money. I plan to build up my set, but you can see here the comps for the large sets and then medium-sized sets. And then also even just the wood blocks alone go for between $200 and $50. Here's some comps for that. And so I'm planning on building up my set. Now entering what I call the Waterford house.
It is. I can get a price check on it for you. Come on in.
All right, well, we're entering this beautiful house with a lot of gorgeous things in it. Really beautiful treasures. And I, of course, am honing in on the kitchen first to see what kind of glassware there might be. These were plastic. But I did spot some Waterford on the top shelf. And so I started to pull it down. And the first thing I'm pulling down here are these Waterford Lismore Wine Hawk glasses. They do sell, but not as much as the next thing I'm about to pull out, which are these doubled old-fashioned glasses. So this is the Waterford Lismore double old-fashioned. Now these go for great money. The double old-fashioned glasses are very popular, and comps on these, if they were new, are $5.25 for a set of 6. So I decided to grab these and start asking questions about the price. Is this a whole area? There are no prices on the cups over there.
We put like one sticker for the whole, for like sets. Let me see.
That's the Waterford.
Oh, this is.
I think that's the Waterford. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know if the washer and dryer are sold?
Yes.
Okay. Are these Waterford?
There is more.
He had a problem.
So there's 6 of them.
I think it's all sold.
It'd be 40 for the 6
Okay.
because they're crystal.
Okay. Pretty exciting. I got these up right away and they sold immediately. Set of 4 for $249.95 and a set of 2 for $119.95. So all gone within a week for a great profit. Very excited about that. And there are some goblets over there. Should we ask how much those are too?
Yeah.
Let me bring one over to you.
I always love those.
How many we got?
I think there's, hold on. There's 6.
So I'd go another 40.
Okay, and it's just cash?
Cash or
Guys-
check?
Okay. I'll put this back for now. The goblets, on the other hand, don't sell for as much money, so I pass them up. So this was a garage sale, and my camera malfunctioned. So I did freeze, and so I'm just going to show you what I bought. I bought a Carhartt Sherpa-lined duck jacket, paid $2 for it. And Carhartts sell for a small fortune if you get the right one. Look at these comps, $2,500 for the red one. Some of these are in lots, but you can see some of them are selling easily for $1,500. This is the top of them, and then here's sort of a mid-range, $500. These are more vintage Carhartts, selling for $400, $500, and then getting closer to the kind that I was selling, which is lower for Carhartts, but still amazing. In fact, here's my Carhartt. I sold it within 2 weeks for $97.95. Great find. Really excited to start finding Carhartt. And I purchased this vintage Fenton Silvercrest turquoise heart-shaped milk glass for $3. There's a lot on the market, so not sure how that's going to go. We'll see. And then these beautiful vintage porcelain women's head bases. And I got 2 for $12. And they are really beautiful. I just fell in love with them. There are a lot of heads on the market, so I have mine up for $87.95 and crossing fingers. Entering what I'm referring to as the Fire and Light Glass House. Entering the kitchen, I noticed the Spode Prince Regent set. It was a beautiful set, and I'm going to start to point out the Fire and Light art glass bowls. Right now, I have no idea they're there, but the Regent Spode set doesn't really sell for very much, and somebody else bought it. Oh, you bought this? Here is some Royal Worcester Evanson. It was a little worn, so I didn't pick that up. Really just trying to find out what's in the house, get a feel for the house. This was also a private estate sale / garage sale. They were just hoping to clean out the house on the final day here of the sale. just put these here
Why
for
don't you
now?
set those right there? I think this lady here purchased, I think she has it already.
Yeah. Is this your house?
No, it's his father's house.
Oh,
But it's a good deal on all the stuff right now.
I know.
Take as much as you can. You won't beat the deal. It's gonna be unbelievable.
Well, I really would like that Spode set, but I just missed it. All right, leave those there. I mean, I'm gonna probably take them, but I'll just start making a pile. Entering into their beautiful living room, and you can see how filled with glass. Now, this was the last final hour after an entire weekend of sales, and the house was still filled with this much glass. They must have had so much. Anyway, I'm looking at these beautiful glasses, but I could not for the life of me find these double old fashions online, and they weren't signed, so I passed them up. But just wanted to get a good view of all this glass because it was very pretty. And then from here into their master bedroom, I did look at a few things in here, but nothing that really caught my eye. These were kind of sweet, these little bird faucets. I think there was some more plumbing fixtures below, and then into the master bathroom where there was this tin dollhouse, but it was missing its furniture, so I left it behind. And then look at this. I just wanted to show you that bathtub. Back into the kitchen. These are the Amnion French stoneware tart pans, by the way. They're not worth very much, but I thought they were very pretty. I'm starting to feel just a little bit discouraged at this point because I haven't really found that much in this house for resale. There are some Lenox pieces here that I was checking out. This is a pretty Lenox plate. It's the embossed plantation grapes plate. They sell for about $25 and it would take a lot of bubble wrap to wrap that. So I left it behind, even though very pretty. All the Lenox was very pretty. And then just starting to look at other things. In the back, I'm starting to hear a young girl has come into the house with her father, and I'm getting a bit concerned about filming. So right about now, I stopped filming and I walked back into the kitchen and started talking to the owner's wife about these bowls. Now, we didn't know what they were. She didn't know what they were, but this is where things start to get pretty exciting. Because when I got them home, paid $5 for them, $1 each, I started to do research on these and found out that these are called Fire and Light art glass bowls. And I wanted to give a little history of Fire and Light because it's a very exciting art glass to find and sells for a lot of money. A little history about the Fire and Light Originals Company. It was formed in 1995 as a partnership between the Arcata Community Recycling Center in Humboldt County, California, and a group of local investors who wanted to develop an innovative plan for turning crushed recycled glass into hand-poured colored glass tableware. In December 1995, the first glass products were poured and pressed from the Fire and Light furnaces. The process was melting crushed glass in furnaces, adding pigment, and pressing the molten glass into bowls, plates, and glasses. In 1999, John and Natalie McClure purchased the company, and the team grew to 20 people. At its height, Fire and Light Glassware grew to be carried in over 1,100 stores around the country. There are 9 colors that Fire and Light created: plum, twilight, aqua, olive, citrus, celery, lavender, cobalt, and copper. Fire and Light bowls are non-toxic, lead, melamine, and cadmium-free, and don't leach chemicals. It is known for its beautiful glass texture that creates a play of light as it filters through its rich pattern called fire. During the Great Recession, starting in 2008, nearly 500 of those stores closed. The combined issues of rising overhead costs, dwindling markets, and supply chain complications meant that the company could never fully recover from those difficulties. It was no longer financially feasible for the company to continue to operate. The business was closed in April 2019. From start to closing, Fire and Light recycled over 9 million bottles and jars and turned what was once thrown into the garbage into beautiful glassware. Since the company closed in 2019, Fire and Light art glass has become very desirable with collectors, knowing that no more pieces will ever be created. It is harder and harder to find, making all pieces more rare and prices to go up a lot. So what has happened to prices? First, I want to show you a website that is still up on the web called Sattva Galleries, and it shows the original prices. Just to give you an idea of what these originally cost, we have soap dishes for $27, jars with lid for $49. We have rock glasses that were $30 each, goblets that were $40 each, pasta dish for $40, salad plates for $26. Now, let's start looking at some comps. 4 rock glasses sold recently for $500. Then we have a 17-inch Zen bowl that sold for $300. We have a small oval bowl vase that sold for $300. A 9-inch vase sold for $275. This jar with lid sold for around $251. 2 hearts sold for $249.95. This beautiful citrus bowl sold for $206. And the goblets are selling in sets for $320 and individually between $80 and $160. Now I put mine up online, given those comps, at $189.95 for each bowl. And then I ended up selling these in a week, set of 4. I gave a 20% discount because they were buying all 4 for $575.78. So very excited to be able to find my first Fire and Light, and also to be able to share with you about Fire and Light art glass, because it's out there and a lot of times people don't recognize what it is, and so they're selling it for very reasonable prices. So I'm excited for you to find some also. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed that video, please consider subscribing and liking this video. Anyone who has subscribed to this video will be eligible to enter any of our giveaways that are coming up. Thank you so much. Bye.